Dr. Najeeb remains one of the most controversial figures in modern Afghan history. His life was marked by contradictions. He was both a trained physician and a hardened politician, a nationalist for some and a Soviet puppet for others, remembered as a reformer by admirers and denounced as the butcher of Kabul by his critics. Born in August 1947 in Gardez, Afghanistan, Dr. Najeeb belonged to a prominent Pashtun family. His father was both a tribal leader and a diplomat. Najibullah studied medicine at Kabul University, though his medical career was brief, as politics soon consumed his attention. According to Britannica, he joined the People's Democratic Party of Afghanistan, PDPA, in 1965, aligning himself with the Parcham faction of this Marxist-Leninist movement. His rise within Afghan politics was rapid. Following the PDPA-led Saur Revolution in 1978, Najibullah became head of KHAD, the secret police. Under his leadership, KHAD became notorious for its efficiency and brutality, overseeing arrests, torture, and executions, as reported by Encyclopedia. By 1986, he replaced Babrak Karmal as president of Afghanistan during the height of the Soviet-Afghan War. Dr. Najeeb's presidency reflected a mix of ideological commitment and pragmatic adaptation. He remained a communist, but gradually shifted towards Afghan nationalism. In 1987, he launched his National Reconciliation program, offering amnesty to Mujahideen fighters and attempting to integrate tribal leaders into the political process. According to Wikipedia, he moved away from hardline socialism, even dropping the word democratic from the country's official name and allowing limited private enterprise. Socially, Najibullah promoted women's rights, education, and secular values. He sought to modernize Afghan society, yet these policies often clashed with the deeply conservative traditions of rural communities. Economically, his government struggled under the weight of war, widespread corruption, and dependency on Soviet aid. A study in the World Development Journal highlights how his reconciliation strategy sometimes involved economic incentives, including payoffs to warlords. On the international stage, Najibullah relied heavily on Soviet support but also sought to reposition Afghanistan after the Soviet withdrawal in 1989. According to JSTOR analysis, he attempted to pursue UN-led negotiations and strengthen ties with India and Iran. The Guardian later reported his daughter's claim that he foresaw the dangers of rising extremism, yet Western governments dismissed him as a Cold War relic. Public opinion about Najibullah remains divided. Some Afghans recall him as a leader who tried to unify the country and preserve stability. Foreign policy has noted a sense of nostalgia for his era. Others, however, remember the atrocities committed by security forces under his rule. Human Rights Watch documented widespread abuses, including mass killings and torture, particularly targeting opposition groups. His downfall came in 1992 when Mujahideen forces entered Kabul. Najibullah sought refuge in a UN compound, where he remained for 4 years. On September 27, 1996, as the Taliban captured the capital, he was seized, brutally tortured, killed, and his body hung publicly. According to Al Jazeera, his death served as a brutal warning to others. Conspiracy theories continue to surround his execution. Some accounts, such as those cited by Tolonews, implicate Pakistan's Inter-Services Intelligence (ISI) in pressuring the Taliban. Quartz has reported that both India and the UN failed in efforts to secure his safe passage. Meanwhile, rumors persist of possible American involvement, though concrete evidence remains elusive. Pakistan's role in Najibullah's downfall was significant.
During the 1980s, Islamabad became the logistical hub for Mujahideen fighters, channeling US and Saudi support. The Brookings Institution has described Pakistan as the lifeline of the insurgency, while Human Rights Watch has accused the ISI of later providing direct support to the Taliban. Ultimately, Najeeb's life and violent death reflect the broader tragedy of Afghanistan, a nation caught between superpower rivalries, internal divisions, and the rise of extremism. His legacy remains deeply contested, part reformer, part oppressor, and always a reminder of the fragile search for peace in a war-torn land.